Paolo, you've been through the draft process and then summer league camp and off-season stuff, but will there be a special feel about tomorrow, another first real training camp atmosphere?
Yeah, for sure. I think, just kind of day one of my career, definitely is going to be a memory, and I'm excited.
What would you say the process has been like so far? There's a lot of really young guys in this team. I'm sure a lot of you knew each other pretty well before you got drafted here, of course. But forging those relationships, becoming teammates, building those bonds. How's that process going?
It's going well. Most of us came back, and then Markelle came back, Franz came back. So now we got everybody, and everyone. Obviously me being a rookie coming in, guys have just embraced me, and they've already, you could already see the relationships that they've had with each other, and it's just a real together group so far.
Coach Mosley mentioned that part of you guys' conditioning for training camp is going to be playing a lot instead of just running wind sprints and everything like that. How does that make you guys feel knowing that you're going to work on your team chemistry and you're going to be playing basketball rather than just running up a hill?
I think that's a great way to go about it, just because, you can't really simulate playing any other way than, getting out there and playing. So I think that's going to help a lot, getting us in, even better shape, playing shape, and just making sure we're, one of the most, I think, fit teams in the league is what Coach Mosley, I think, is his goal is.
Paolo, you're obviously a very cerebral player. To play in a front court alongside guys like Franz and Wendell, who are also very good decision makers for their size, just how much potential do you think you have with that group in that aspect of the game?
I couldn't even tell you how much potential we have. I don't think I've ever played with two forwards who are like them. Like you said, great decision makers, can make plays for others along with themselves. So to have, 3, maybe 4 guys who can all do that at that size on the court, I think it's going to be, a special sight. For sure.
Has anyone on the team stepped up as sort of a mentor to show you the ropes of the rookie process?
I would say a couple guys, not just one. Jalen Suggs been a big help so far. Markelle, Terrence, Wendell. The list goes on. All these guys have been a help. Just reaching out, whether it's a little thing or it's a question I have, they're always there for me.
What's the best piece of advice that you've gotten? Obviously things haven't started yet, so you don't really know to experience it. But what's the best piece of advice you feel like you've gotten so far about preparing for your rookie year?
Yeah, just that, it's going to be ups and downs. It's 82 games. Not every game is going to be you're not going to have a good game every game. But just being able to flush it, being able to bounce back, and then when you're playing really well, not getting too, high or excited, staying level and just, getting through the year, staying healthy. That's another big thing, just making sure you're taking care of your body, eating right, and just having fun. That's the other biggest thing is rookie year, first year in the NBA, so have fun with it.
As a former number 1 pick.
One more time?
How settled are you in the city? Do you have a home? Are you way around? Do you have favorite spots yet?
I got a house, or I don't have a house, but I got a spot where I'm at. Got a car, got everything, man. So I'm all the way settled, all the way moved in, and I love the city so far.
You guys, you had an opportunity to play last season with Coach K in his last dance. How did that kind of mold you and prepare you for your first NBA season?
I think, other than all the great stuff I learned at Duke, I think it just helped me a lot. With all the noise that was came with that season, all the pressure and whatever you want to call it. I think that's helped me a lot. Just dealing with that during my freshman year of college, that was a big help. Because now coming into the NBA, it's kind of similar with the expectations of being number 1 pick. So I just get to come out and handle it how I did before.
As a former number 1 pick, what has Markelle Fultz told you about handling the expectations and the pressure? Going from the summer, going from the draft, throughout the season, throughout the entire rookie season.
Yeah, he's taught me a lot, just because he's seen the good and bad of the pressure or whatever with all the stuff he went through early on in his career. So he's been a huge help in just not getting caught up in the noise, whether it's good or bad. Sticking to what keeping the main thing, and sticking to the basics has been his biggest advice for me.
What is those lines from a former number 1 pick? already there's talk about what next year's #1 pick might be, and the young man from France and all that. What advice would you give somebody who just came through the process? What advice would you give those guys that will be under consideration for #1 next year about how to handle it, how to deal with it?
I would say, well, I think his situation is a little different because he's overseas. But just for the guys in college, don't pay any attention. I would say to the draft boards, to the mock drafts, or really don't even try it your hardest not to even think about it. I think that was my biggest thing in college. I really wasn't worried about that. Obviously once the season's over and pre-draft starts, that's when you start. But enjoy your college season. For the big guy out there in France, enjoy whatever pro season. And yeah, I mean, this is your last year of basketball before you get to the big league. So,
Paul, along those same lines, media day, it's obviously kind of a first day of school vibe. I always think about where I was at this time last year. Have you allowed yourself to think about how much has changed in your life over the last 3 years?
Yeah, man, it's been crazy. I talk about it with my family and friends all the time. Just where I was, being right now at Duke last year. Preseason, just getting started with my first college practices around this time last year. So, just to see how much has changed over the year, and just being excited for what's next, and ready to get started.
Paolo, for you, what does a successful rookie season look like?
I would just say, one, I do just want to be a great teammate. I want to, definitely as a team be in contention, whether that's a playoff spot, play in, like just be in the mix, and compete every game. And then, I also want to be Rookie of the Year, so that's just a personal goal I've set for myself.
Paolo, there was a national
Coach Mose, a lot of conversations. He's been a huge help just with, getting me, all caught up on, the sets, the defense, and, what he expects out of me, and as a team, what he expects out of us. He's a great guy, full of energy, great teacher, and I've loved playing for him so far.
Paolo, there was a national report from The Athletic that it could be very soon that the NBA lowers the minimum age from 19 to 18 years old. How would your basketball journey have been different if maybe that rule was in place? Do you have any comments or feelings about that minimum age rule, and how do you think it would affect the NBA?
Yeah, I think that's a blessing and a curse, that rule change, because I think, some guys are going to be ready to make that jump, but a lot of other guys, may not, but they may think they are. So, I hope that, if they do change that rule, that, guys and their families, make the right decision. Obviously, if I was able to go to the league, straight from high school, I probably would have definitely thought about it and definitely heavily considered it. But, I love my time in college, so, I definitely would do it again if I could. But yeah, some guys are going to be able to do that, but some guys maybe college is the best thing for them.
Paolo, you had a great summer league. What was the biggest takeaway from summer league for you, and have you integrated that into your game since?
Just the difference in style of play, the openness, the spacing, the sets, all that stuff. I think it was more open, difference from college to the NBA. But obviously, summer league is a step down from the NBA. So, just coming into preseason, using preseason to get ready for the regular season, and then hopefully starting off the regular season strong.
What have you learned kind of about your teammates? I think the feeling here is that there's really good chemistry. It's a really kind of young group, but what's been the feeling and what's been the integration like with the rest of your teammates now?
It's been smooth, I would say. Just all the guys, like I said, everyone's together. It's not like the old guys only hang out with the old guys and the young guys. It's not like that. Everyone is cool with everybody, and I think when you have it like this, to where everyone's tight knit and everyone holds each other accountable, I think it makes for a special team. So I'm excited for the year.